Just leave.
The Last Kingdom is a Netflix original historical drama based on Bernard Cornwell's The Saxon Stories. The series was formerly a co-production between BBC and Netflix, but since the third season, Netflix has been solely responsible for its production. Recently, rumors have circulated that the program may not return to Netflix for a fifth season after its long-awaited arrival. In today's video, we're going to discuss whether The Last Kingdom Season 5 will be coming to Netflix or not, and other information about the series you need to know. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. The Last Kingdom Season 5 will not be coming to Netflix. Alexander Draymond's final moment as renowned warrior Uhtred of Bebbanburg has been filmed, and fans are now waiting for the word on release date for The Last Kingdom Season 5. Due to its long filming schedule and possible pandemic delays, fans are eager to know whether the show is returning or not, as it's currently behind the usual airing schedule. The Netflix release schedule for July 2021 is now available. The Last Kingdom was one of the shows that didn't make the cut, so we're now left waiting for the season's final 10 episodes and if these will be airing. After a successful 5-season run on Netflix, the historical drama was cancelled, leaving the final 3 volumes in Bernard Cornwell's Saxon Stories unadapted. The 5th and final season will focus on Bernard Cornwell's 9th and 10th volumes in the series, which consists of a total of 13 books. While diehard fans of the show may be disappointed, it's possible that the choice was made in the interest of keeping the story interesting for the viewers. So although the series isn't returning as of yet, there will eventually be a release of the 5th season on Netflix. It's currently just a waiting game. Season 5 release date. Every part of the creation of a series like The Last Kingdom takes an enormously long time. Thus, we won't see the 5th season until the end of 2021, possibly even the beginnings of 2022. The release date for The Last Kingdom Season 5 is yet to be announced, but we do know that the filming concluded in June 2021. Netflix has added a month or two between seasons since taking over the program from BBC and adding 2 extra episodes. The release of the 2nd and 3rd season took a total of 18 months, with an additional 17 months between Season 3 and Season 4. The 5th season would arrive October 2021 if we go by the earliest possible date, which is 17 months after the release of Season 4. And the longest interval between seasons, which is now 18 months, would push the release date to November 2021. We also don't know how the COVID-19 pandemic will affect the 5th season's production. Due to the pandemic, it's unclear how much editing will be required. The number of actors allowed on set has been reduced in several series. Of course, for series with a lot of battles, this could require using VFX to insert the extras. We're probably looking at early 2022 for the season, possibly April 2022, due to the work required. But we'll be on the lookout for any indications that it might be arriving sooner. Cast. It's a guarantee that some cast members won't return for Season 5 in a world where brutal battles are as normal as grabbing a pint at your local. Behind the scenes photos from Season 5 have revealed which of the cast members of The Last Kingdom will return for the final chapter, and fans will be thrilled to discover that all of the surviving favorites are back. Of course, Alexander Draymond will reprise his role as Uhtred of Bebbanburg, a formidable warrior with ties both to the Saxons and the Danes, who have been the show's main emphasis from its inception. Uhtred's devoted allies, Finan, Osferth, and Sihtric, have become firm favorites, with Mark Rowley, Ewan Mitchell, and Ananis Ferenovich spotted in a recent set photo from the episode Draymond is directing. Timothy Innes, King Edward, Millie Brady, Lady Ethelfled, and Eliza Butterworth, Lady Aylesworth, will reprise their roles as Winchester's Saxon royals, who were left in a state of chaos at the end of Season 4. After Aylesworth was ruthlessly poisoned by Athelhelm near the conclusion of Season 4, the latter had been in doubt for some time, but recent social media posts have confirmed that Butterworth will be rejoining her co-stars for the finale. Previously, Butterworth told RadioTimes.com, "It was really exciting to play her in those more sensitive sides, not only emotionally, but now physically. We really see her completely unravel, becoming so weak that those around her feeling completely in utter sympathy and realizing that they don't need her around. It's quite sad to maybe see her go, so we don't know." Emily Cox has also confirmed she will reprise her role as Uhtred's childhood friend-turned-enemy Brenda, whose Season 5 debut was announced and first look shot from Season 5, following the character's last appearance giving birth alone in the woods. On the Viking side, Halsin, Jeppy Black Larson, is still alive beyond all odds, and Sigtrygr, Einstein Sigurdsson, has teamed up with Uhtred's daughter, Stiora, Ruby Hartley, so anticipate to witness all 3 characters' eventual fates. Adrian Schiller has announced announced that he will reprise his part as the power-hungry schemer Athelhelm in the upcoming season, although he isn't optimistic that it'll survive it, while Emilia Clarkson plays an on-screen daughter elf. In addition, Ewan Horrocks, who starred in Domina, has been cast in a recurring role in The Last Kingdom Season 5 as Yulf, a new character. By the sounds of it, there are a number of other returning characters coming back for Season 5, along some of the new faces to the scene. What to expect in the 5th and final season. The official synopsis for the series says, the 5th installment will see Uhtred realize that his destiny is more than just Bebban, it is tied to the future of England itself. Charged with training King Edward's firstborn son, Athelstan, as a warrior, Uhtred's ambition will have an even higher purpose. But to achieve this destiny, Uhtred will have to face down his greatest enemy and suffer his greatest loss. Fans will undoubtedly be worried about who or what Uhtred might lose in the coming season, with options ranging from one of his children to a trusted friend like Finan or Sihtric. The ongoing subplot involving Uhtred's quest to recover his ancestral home and the fortified grounds of Bebbanburg may potentially receive some conclusion in the last season. Executive producer Nigel Marchant told RadioTimes.com, I think we want to tell the story of these separate kingdoms coming together and how that union happens, and also, does Uhtred get back to Bebbanburg? Does he get his dream? Does he find his legacy? And what's his involvement in bringing these kingdoms together? By the end of season 4, only one Dane-controlled country remained before England could properly unite under the new King Edward, who appeared intent on achieving the goal that his late father had worked so hard to achieve. In addition, we can expect to learn more about Uhtred's daughter Stiore and the enigmatic Viking warrior Siglige, who appear to have forged a true bond under improbable circumstances. The Saxon and Danes reach a tenuous truce in the season 4 finale, but if the books are any indication, Ragnar Iverson, another fearsome warlord, will soon arrive. The figure first appears in Bernard Cornwell's 9th Saxon Stories novel, and he may be the biggest enemy mentioned in season 5 summary. However, don't expect The Last Kingdom to be a faithful adaptation of the novels, as the Netflix version has been known to make significant modifications to the books. One such alteration is Ida, Stephanie Martini, who is also the love interest of Uhtred in the books, but is drawn to Finan in the TV program. So you can anticipate their romantic subplot to continue, but don't expect a love triangle. What books will the final season cover? The 4th season in The Last Kingdom continues the practices established in the previous season, in which each season covers roughly the events of 2 volumes of the Saxon Stories literature. The events of the Pagan Lord and the Empty Throne were chronicled in season 4. The series deviates from the novels more and more with each season, however, there are still important story beats that the series continues to follow when researching the plot of the books. Such issues as Uhtred's age aren't addressed as thoroughly in the series as they are in the novels, in which Uhtred is over 50 years old by the events of the 4th season. Alexander Drayman discussed the production team's challenge with aging Uhtred while speaking with Radio Times about the upcoming season. We're faced with that problem now, getting into season 5, where Uhtred is technically, I think he starts at 54 and ends up at 16 books. That's a problem right now, because how do we make it look like Uhtred is aged without it looking comical? We're working on it. The 9th and 10th novels, Warriors of the Storm and The Flamebearer, will be covered in the 5th season of The Last Kingdom. It's probable The Last Kingdom's final season may span the events of 5 novels. If it is physically impossible for the production to do so, we may see the most significant departure from the novels yet, with Uhtred's story coming to a close in the 10th novel. Let's just hope Uhtred is a proper finale and we don't end up with a series with an unfinished tale. It may feel like The Last Kingdom is never returning, but I promise it is.